The following video is brought to you in part by the amazing Patreon producers you see before you. If you'd like to show your support, you can do so at patreon.com/616entertainment. Your support means the world to me, and I love you so much. Now let's get to it. If you clicked on this video, you did it for one reason and one reason only. It's because you love the pride and joy of the Mortal Kombat formula, Fatalities.
Sonya wins.
What's up, DanDans? My name is Ian. On today's episode of Mortal Kombat Monday, we're going to take the original 7 Fatalities from Mortal Kombat 1 and rank them from worst to best. We will indeed rank the Fatalities from the other games in the series as time goes on. Don't worry. But today, we're focusing on where it all began. And I never ever do this because it's really fucking annoying, but if you have not clicked that little bell next to the subscriber button, do that. I'm getting more and more comments from my subscribers saying like, oh, I didn't even know this video went up. YouTube never told me this shit went up. Click the bell. YouTube doesn't give a shit about me. They don't give a shit about you. We have to fend for ourselves. Now, without further ado, let's get to it. Liu Kang's Fatality comes in on the bottom of the list, but I want to be clear about something. I actually really like this Fatality.
Finish him. Liu Kang wins. Fatality.
A good portion of the community sees this one as one of the worst of all time, mainly because it's not gruesome. But you've got to think about Liu Kang's character. He's a Shaolin monk, a master of technique and beauty in the form of martial arts. Liu's finisher isn't gruesome on purpose. He doesn't need to tear your head off in order to stop your heart. He can do it with a gorgeous striking combination not seen anywhere else in the game. By the way, this Fatality is commonly referred to as the cartwheel uppercut, but it's not a cartwheel kick, damn it. It's a butterfly kick. All that said, yeah, it's still on the bottom of the list for the first game, but you all gotta put some respect on this Fatality. It's awesome. This is where the list gets tough. Johnny Cage's decapitating uppercut comes in at number 6.
Finish him. Johnny Cage wins. Flawless victory. Fatality.
This Fatality is fucking awesome, but I put it so low on the list simply because this is a move we can already do in the game, only this time it's fatal. Most of these finishers are unique to their death blow, whereas Johnny's is the same animation he uses in regular combat.
Johnny Cage wins. Fatality.
The God of Thunder, Raiden, takes the number 5 spot on the list. He's got lightning powers. He's got an amazing dive move where he shouts pure gibberish. He's awesome. His Fatality is great too.
Raiden wins. Fatality.
You got to imagine, a god with lightning abilities can probably use them to pop your head like a cherry tomato, right? Well, yeah. Nice knowing you.
Raiden wins. Fatality.
Sonya Blade is the only female character in MK1, and originally she wasn't even included in the game. Thank God they put her in though, or else I wouldn't have a number 4 to include on this here list. As the only female character, Sonya stands out. MK's player base has definitely diversified as time has gone on, but in 1992, let's not kid ourselves, it was 98.9% dudes popping quarters into that arcade cabinet. So Sonya carried a bit of sex appeal. That's what makes her Fatality so great.
Sonya wins. Fatality.
Her blowing a kiss that burns the opponent to ashes is a direct fuck you to the oh yeah, go ahead, pick the girl mindset. It's badass. This is where things get really difficult, DanDans. These top 3 Fatalities are almost completely interchangeable. Feel free to leave your list in the comments and we'll talk it out, but here's mine. Kano's Heart Rip Fatality is easily one of the best Fatalities of all time, bar none.
Finish him. Kano wins. Fatality.
I'm not just talking about the original game either. This one is simple. There aren't 14 steps to it like some of the moves we see in the games these days. He plunges his hand into your poor chest and tears your heart out. And the son of a bitch is still beating when he raises it above his head.
Kano wins.
I don't think Kano ever truly hit this level of awesome Fatality again. But in MK1, he's up there, man. Few fatalities stand the test of time and carry the legacy of Scorpion's toasty fatality.
Scorpion wins. Flawless victory. Fatality.
While this one isn't blood-soaked and gory, it packs the punch of pure surprise. Nobody casually strolling up to pop a quarter into the machine had any idea Scorpion wasn't a human. And when he takes his mask off to reveal the evil skull underneath, that shit was terrifying. I can easily see this being number one on many lists. It's that good.
Scorpion wins. Fatality.
Toasty! That leaves us with just one place left to go, DanDans, and that's Spinal Cord City.
Excellent. Sub-Zero wins. Fatality.
Sub-Zero's head rip fatality takes the number one spot for me based purely on the savagery involved. Other fighters in the game are capable of removing your head from your shoulders, but none of them leave the spinal cord still attached to show it off for the audience. This was the first fatality I'd ever seen, and I remember even as a child thinking, holy shit. You'd think with his cryomancer abilities, Sub-Zero's fatality would be ice-based, but nope. Just hand-to-hand brutality to a legendary degree.
Finish her. Sub-Zero wins. Fatality.
There you have it, DanDans. Those are my rankings from worst to best of the original 7 Mortal Kombat fatalities. Some of them are pretty similar to others, some of them are very gruesome and legendary, but one thing's for sure, this is where it all began. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Mortal Kombat Monday, and as always, I will see you next week. I wonder if any of you will notice that I repainted this room.